we'll go to Smith, then Murkowski, then Casey. Senator Smith.
Thank you, Chair Alexander and Ranking Member Murray, very much, and to all of your staffs for all of the hard work pulling together this bipartisan package to lower the cost of health care. This bill does important work to take patients out of the middle of payment disputes that lead to medical bills and enormous out-of-pocket costs for everyday Americans. It extends funding for community health centers and invests in public health programs that lower maternal mortality and tribal suicide rates. And it ensures that we are enforcing our mental health parity laws to ensure all Americans have access to these critical services. I am pleased to see that 2 of my provisions to lower drug prices have been included. My bipartisan bill with Senator Cassidy, the Protecting Access to Biosimilars Act, and my bipartisan bill with Senator Roberts, the Ensuring Innovation Act, which are included as part of this package. But let me be clear, we are still far from the reforms we need to enact to truly lower the price of prescription drugs and deliver relief for American families. And while this bill is an important first step, it is just a first step. Today presented an important opportunity for us to include additional drug pricing provisions, like my proposal to expand access to Low-Cost Generics Act. And it also presented an opportunity for us to advance my bipartisan bill, the Cancer Drug Parity Act, which would deliver lower out-of-pocket costs for cancer patients across the country. This legislation, which I had the co-sponsorship of Senator Collins and Senator Murkowski, would establish equitable cost sharing for oral and physician-administered cancer treatments. And I hope that we can continue to work on this on a bipartisan basis to advance this bill in this Congress. Chair Alexander, I would like to enter and then withdraw Smith Amendment number 2, which is an amendment to Section 205 of the Lower Health Care Costs Act. I'm going to withdraw this amendment. But this amendment would address the problem of brand-named companies coordinating with generic companies to delay their entry into the market. It would create, this bill, a new incentive for generic companies to challenge the patents that brand-name companies hold. And it would stop the practice of generic companies getting paid not to challenge these weak patents. I believe that this proposal would be the most effective way to bring more lower-cost generic drugs to market. However, I will be supportive of what has been negotiated in the Lower Healthcare Costs Act and will withdraw this amendment. And I hope to continue working with Chair Alexander and Ranking Member Murray to advance this policy on a bipartisan basis.
Thank you, Senator Smith, and we certainly